She gave me her number and said hanging out with us was fun. She occupied my thoughts for the next few days, but I wasn't alone in this dilemma. Almost all the guys in the league liked her and wanted to date her. But no one made a move on her because of our bro code. I had indicated first that I liked her and wanted to date her so others could only fantasize about her. Gemma and I became friends, but she also became friends with Lincoln and my sister, Anna. The three of us hung out a lot, but after a few months, we started spending more time with each other. A year later, our friendship deepened, and I still hadn't asked her out even though I was fascinated with her. I didn't ask her out on a date because it didn't seem like she was into me. I didn't want to risk losing our friendship. One evening, we were having dinner at my place. I hadn't been with any other woman since I met her because she was the one my heart yearned for. And I had never felt this way about any woman. I looked into her eyes and realized I was in love with her. I couldn't help myself. I told her that I liked her and wanted us to be in a relationship. Shock flickered across her face, but she got over it quickly. She reached for my hands and hugged me. Gemma told me she liked me a lot, but as a friend, and she had never entertained romantic thoughts about us. This was the very thing I was afraid of, losing our friendship. My heart was broken, but I assured her we would still be friends, and nothing would change. Gemma said she wasn't ready to get into a relationship, and even if she were, it wouldn't be me. She hugged me, and before she left, she told me I was a wonderful person. 3 months later, I was in Lincoln's neighborhood and decided to check on him. It had been a while since I heard from him, and I wanted to know how he was doing. I pulled up in his driveway and knocked on his door, and it took him 5 minutes to open it. He wore a pair of shorts, and his upper body was bare, and he reeked of sweat and sex. I started to apologize for ruining his night, and then a familiar voice came from his bedroom, asking who it was. Lincoln took a deep breath, and guilt flashed in his eyes as he responded that it was me. Seconds later, Gemma emerged, wearing one of Lincoln's shirts, and her hair was disheveled. They told me they had been dating for 2 months, and I congratulated them. I forced myself to shut down my feelings for Gemma because she was my friend and was dating my best friend. I was happy for her, and we remained friends and continued to hang out. Seeing them being all lovey-dovey in front of me didn't make me feel any way. I stopped playing for the local league as I had been promoted to CFO of my company, and my schedule had gotten busy. I couldn't hang out regularly with Gemma and Lincoln anymore because I had no time to socialize as I used to. My sister, Anna's boyfriend, proposed to her, and she started to plan her wedding. She asked Gemma to be one of her bridesmaids, which rekindled their friendship. Anna loved to throw parties, and every one of them she had, Gemma and Lincoln were there. We still joked and texted each other often, and on the days I could get away from work, I would attend one party or the other with them. Each time I saw Gemma, she looked prettier and happy. She'd give me a big hug, usually bigger than the one she had given me at a previous event. She'd ask me about work, and I'd do the same, and she'd tell me about her relationship with Lincoln. A few months after the last time we met, Lincoln and I were at a local pub when a woman came in and kissed him. I was surprised, and I couldn't hide my anger when he introduced the woman as his girlfriend. I left afterward and called Gemma to find out what was going on between her and Lincoln, and she told me they had broken up. When I told my sister, she wasn't surprised.